Shalawam. First and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's elect. Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam. So this will be a correction video. More so on a video I did recently about just 2nd Thessalonians, 2nd chapter, verse 7. I broke it down, pretty smooth or whatever. And I went into it a little bit talking about duck, and said that duck was a clean animal. Now, through confusion, okay, and how things is laid out, I'll break down the, misunderstanding, and the confusion that I had, the mistake that I had. So going to it, and let's just get into it, man. So Deuteronomy 14:16, the little owl and the great owl and the swan, right? Now the swan, the duck and the geese is of the swan's family. Okay, we're going to the swan.
Strong's H 8580. Tin Shemeth. Tin Shemeth.
Tin Shemeth. Now that would be Da, right? Ga, okay, Sha, right? Ma, and Da again. Okay, so that's Da, Ga, Sha, Ma, Da. Right? So that's basically the swan, right? And it would say an unclean animal of some kind, an unclean bird, perhaps the ibis, the water hen, species of owl, barn owl, an unclean lizard, perhaps the chameleon, perhaps an extinct lizard or bird, exact meaning unknown, right? But we would take it to be the swan because that's what it's giving us right here, okay? Unclean bird, the ibis, the water hen. The water hen is another name for the swan. Now, as we go into this, I go into it and I would hit it and just hit another, translation comparison. And you would see it would say many different things. And I did a lot of research into it to really try to get some understanding. And it would say the white owl or the barn owl, as you can see, the horned owl, then boom, you got the swan again. Then it would say the Kas and the Yushef, which is an owl, and the Tan Shemeth, which would be the swan, the little owl and the great owl and the water hen, right, which would be the swan, okay? So, at this point, I would just chalk it up and say that the swan or the duck or the geese is unclean. So that's why I'm making this correction video. Elder brother had brought it to my attention, so I'm bringing it out to, further stop anybody that's listen to the video and may think that eating duck is clean, right? But that's just showing the confusion in that situation. Now, chewing the cud, I want to bring to the thing, to chew the cud. Get that out of here. To chew the cud, when animals such as cows or sheep chew the cud, they slowly chew their partly digested food over and over again in their mouth before finally swallowing it. So partly digested, meaning went into one of their stomachs. Most of the animals that we eat have two stomachs. Now, a duck has, yes indeed, two stomachs. All right, this is why another part where I felt like I could eat it, due to the mistranslation of the matter, right? But I'm just taking and chalk it up like, I can't eat it. And I only ate duck twice in my life, man. I mean, I don't know where to buy it. I ate it at a restaurant, and I ate it again at a restaurant, and it was pretty good. But hey, if it's unclean, it's unclean, so we don't touch it. All right, we don't mess with it. Okay, but ducks do have two stomachs, and they do. They're not scavengers. Right? They eat nuts, they eat seeds, berries, and things of that nature, bread, whatever it be. Okay, but going from the translation of it being part of the swan family, it is an unclean animal. Right? So I would say don't take this. You can also take it back to Leviticus 11th chapter, verse 17, or verse 18, I believe. Yeah, and the swan and the pelican and the gear eagle, right? Once again, you do a translation comparison, you would see it says the white owl, the barn owl, the horn owl, right? So you can see how that could be, and that's why we ask elders about this matter. So, and I still want to inquire amongst the elders about this matter, but just at the end of the day, I ain't touching duck. Alright, and anybody that thinks you could touch duck, just don't touch duck, man. Alright, so going to it, this little article would break it down and give it would talk about how that mistranslation was happening, but we just to be on the safe side is not to touch it. Alright, so let's start right here. Does Yahawah consider duck a food we can eat? It is considered a clean bird by the Jews, and this is talking about the Amalekites. But some people have questioned this, right? So we got to question them Amalekites, okay? Because I saw that they said it was kosher. That's another reason why I felt like I could eat it, right? But hey, this is why we are diligent, show ourselves to be approved, right? For example, some note that both Leviticus 11:18, Deuteronomy 14:16, which we just read, in the KJV list the swan as unclean, a bird that shall not be eaten. Some argue that the duck is part of the swan family, therefore if the swan is unfit for human consumption, then so is the duck. This reasoning applies the principle of according to its kind and places the duck according to the swan kind. The phrase according to its kind is taken from the creation record. We know what that means, all right? Basically the DNA, the genome family, coming from the swan and everything that comes from it. Like we are all under Shem, right? Like the Hamites are under Ham. The Japhetic people are under Japheth, right? So they're kind, right? You understanding that? According to the argument, one would conclude that duck is unclean and should not be eaten. But is this correct? Most authorities concur that swan is an incorrect translation in the original King James Bible. Most modern English translations of Leviticus and Deuteronomy do not have the word swan, but rather white owl or little owl, as in the two following examples. And that's what I just brought out. That, as you can see, those translations will lead you to a different path, right? But like I'm telling you right now, it's better to be safe than sorry. So if it's any type of, what's the word, like air, like gray area in it, just don't even touch it. If it's any type of gray area where you think it may be some sin in that, don't even touch it, man. That's just for the better judgment of you. Okay? So I would leave that at that. And understanding that these Amalekites, these Edomites, love to come and put little twists and turns in these things like that, man. Because they want to eat these meats and deem them clean, right? So, hey, with that being said, all praises be to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. Shalawam to you brothers and sisters. Keep enduring. Keep maintaining yourselves. Kwam Yasharahla. As always, Abba Abba. Shalawam.